Well, hello, my name is Becky Pea-Stenger, and I'm from Vincennes, and I am 54 years old. I have what's called the P knees, P-E-A, knees. Everybody in the P family has bad knees. And so I've known I've had it, arthritis, all that kind of stuff. And it was about 3.5, 4 years ago, I thought, I'm gonna go see Dr. Molly Weiss. She's wonderful, know her personally, and she's like, you need to start getting some shots. For the steroid shots, I was getting them in both knees, pretty high dosage. I was on bone, and honestly, the first couple of times it was working 6 months. Then it went to 3 months. And then the last ones that I had in September, I was going on vacation, and it's just like, this is not working. I knew it was time to make a decision that this is not gonna work anymore. I did the shots for 3.5, 4 years. And then in September of 2025, the shot did not work. And it was life-changing. It was like, wow, I'm in pain. In the last few years, I was a wobbler. I would wobble every time I walk. And I don't think I've walked up and down the steps like this for probably 10 years. And we have steps in our home, we have steps in the basement, steps upstairs here. And so I would just take one at a time. And before surgery, it was just part of my life. I would ice in the last couple months since September every night, and my husband can confirm this, and every morning before I came to work. In September, I was talking with Dr. Weiss, and I said, I think I'm gonna do it. I think I'm gonna have surgery. I think the plan is gonna happen. And she says, Becky, I don't do both knees at the same time. And she said, but Dr. Miller does. And I 100% wanted to stay local. And I've heard great comments about Dr. Miller. My sister actually went to him also for a procedure. And I saw him. He was, I think you're a candidate for the double. And so I was very confident, and he uses the laser, and I've heard good results from that also. So when I decided, I was gung-ho. I was like, in the information they gave me, and they gave me all what I had to do ahead of time, and it was seamless. I wasn't scared to go into surgery. I think I was anxious. I think anyone would feel that way. I think myself personally, I was excited. was a pretty happy patient. And I just knew it was my journey. I knew it was the time that I needed to get this done. And also, I think positive attitude and knowing that you are going through this tough time in your life. And then in a couple months, you're gonna look back and think, I am so glad I did this. And guess what? I am at that point right now. I am so glad I did this. Many people have said, I can't believe you did both. And I would say to them, I can't imagine not doing both. When I arrived at Good Samaritan Hospital, I already had my go bag the night before, walked in, greeted me. My husband was with me, and it was very comfortable seeing familiar faces. Also, it's like when you walk in, because it's your local hospital, it's like, hi, hello, oh, I didn't know you worked here. And it was very nice to see people that I see all the time that eat lunch with me also. I didn't realize I was literally gonna get up out of that bed just a couple hours after surgery. And I think everybody thinks the same. Can you move your legs? Are you able to stand? Yes, you were able to do all of that. And when I was in the hospital room, they were saying, we're gonna get you up. I was like, no way. And guess what? I ended up getting up later, and they are there night and day for you. The nurses, they always say you need to walk in other people's shoes. And I have always respected that line of profession, but wow, they are busy from the time they walk in to the time they leave, helping so many people. Remember, they're not just helping me. There are lots of other people. And they did it with a smile, and they were so nice, and I was so impressed. And I still remember the faces of those people, because it was such an important part of your life that you still remember them. Life after surgery was and still is a very memorable time in my life. It was about me and not having a baby and have to worry about a baby. It was Becky getting better. And I had trauma to my body and relaxing and sleeping. And I did very well with the medicines. I didn't really have nausea. And I think I had a great attitude. And I slept really well. And I have never been with my husband this long. And we've reconnected with that stuff. And he's a caretaker. I am so blessed to have him. I still remember looking at him and said, I can't get up out of this chair for dinner. And I said, I can't do it. And so the trusty recliner, and he brought a cutting board over to me, laid it there with a towel, and so it wouldn't spill anything. And I ate it on a cutting board for 2 weeks, no less, because it was very difficult just getting up. And so you kind of figure things out. Once I got my independence, that was another phase in my recovery. I think after the second night, I figured out how I'm going to go to the bathroom by myself. And I didn't have to wake up my husband the 2 nights before 3 times. And we figured that out. And it was like a goal of what can I do each day to make it easier on me and also him. I think the pain is not there, but my knees feel different. And somebody said they feel like a rubber band, and I think that is a good comparison. And they don't hurt, they just stretch. I am walking with no pain, and at work, I've only been back at work for 2 days. And when I went home, I did have a little swelling on my feet, but no pain. And I know it's going to take a little while to get back to the old Becky, but that old Becky was 10 and 15 years ago. So any day that I'm coming to work, I'm going to have a smile on my face, because this is a new era for me. Anyone out there that has any doubts to do a surgery, if it's 1 knee or 2 knees, just do it. And someone said to me, why didn't you do this earlier? It wasn't the right time for me. And many have said, you're young. I liked it that I'm younger, because many people wait too long, and then it's going to be a harder recovery because you're older. And I think I did really well in the recovery because of my age. And I've heard several people say, I want to do 1 knee and I'll do the next one later. I'm done, and probably one of the best decisions I've ever done.